I am Sean Tubbs. I'm the Lecturer of Direction for the Department of Music and Theater here at SUNY Albany.
Okay, so I have a couple questions for you about AI and how it's used in this university. For the first question, I'd like to ask you, how have you seen AI change the way students engage with the course material and learning overall?
Well, I'll say this, strictly focusing on, instead of the university as a whole, on the music and theater side of things, I see AI more prevalent than ever. Obviously, it comes up in a lot of different research or papers people produce or write. It also comes up in a lot of the artwork that's generated. Sometimes that's marketing material, sometimes that's internal conceptual material. So AI has found its way in here quite a bit.
Okay. For the second question, what challenges have AI produced in terms of academic integrity, and how are you adapting to them?
So for academic integrity, I think where it comes up is where we're asking students to be critical thinkers, right? To generate their own ideas. So it comes up a lot when people are generating papers or stories or reflections, where they, instead of sitting down and really conceptualizing and thinking, what can they do, what can they have, what do they feel about what's happening, instead they will take a shortcut in a lot of ways and do that. I also see it within the department, and sometimes this involves students or not, but when we come to some of those generated photo materials. So a lot of times, there's this emphasis on, of course, make sure all artists have a stake in whatever we do, be it a show or a poster that comes up. But the reality is, much like you would find in the professional world, it's very hard to have the budget or the teams necessary to generate it all. So a lot of times AI is used to help sort of bridge the gap and get things done a little bit faster, which allows people's attention to go to other places. So yeah, I see that pop up quite often.
Next question. In your experience, does AI enhance critical thinking skills, or does it risk diminishing them, and why?
So I would say it initially diminishes the critical thinking skills. Because it's offering an alternative to sitting down and processing the information. To put in a generative AI program, whether it be for text or images, it means you don't have to sit and look. It also takes away some of the ideas around research. In my very own office, I've got tons of plays and books, and a lot of times people will forego getting the in-depth information for a quick answer. So that prevents us from thinking about, like, what do I do if I can't find these things, And especially in the art form and the craft, it requires you to be able to think on your feet, to be able to react quickly, to trust your instincts, and sort of diminishes that. Where I think it benefits sometimes is giving another layer of perspective. So if you can generate the right questions within an AI program, then it will give you some answers that maybe you weren't quite on the thought process of, you weren't quite there for. And that can help you if you're willing to take that information and then push it forward.